everybody, thank you for pressing play and welcome to my channel, A Life of Liz. So today I am making a book haul-ish video. I wasn't planning on making any videos up until like probably in a couple of days, probably Monday, but I hung out with a friend, a very close friend of mine, and we ended up going to a Barnes& and Noble, and I cannot control myself around books. So I bought a couple of books and I'm really excited about the books that I bought. I spent a lot more money than I had anticipated or I had wanted to spend because I do buy most of my books at secondhand bookstores or on Amazon because they're a lot cheaper. But if I'm in a bookstore, the chances of me buying a book are 10 out of 10. So yeah, so I wasn't going to film this video, but I was really excited, which is why I'm a little disheveled right now. So let's just get on with the video. So the first book I picked up was actually a recommendation from my friend as we were going. So I picked out a book for her and she picked out a book for me. And her book recommendation was Clockwork Orange, sorry. So this is a kind of classic dystopian, I want to say, novel. So it's about a 15-year-old named Anthony, and you know how he kind of lives in a world that's bad. So it's like a nightmarish version of the future where criminals take over after dark. It is a short read, and she recommended it. She had high praises for it, so I'm excited to pick this up. I'm probably gonna pick this up while I'm reading my other book right now. So yeah, I'm excited to read this one. I like the cover; it's very interesting. So this is the first book I picked up. The second book I picked up, well, technically it's not a book, it's a collection of poems, and I feel like poetry is looked over a lot in literature or in book form, at least I believe so. And that is the book that I picked up, sorry, is You Get So Alone at Times That It Just Makes Sense by Charles Bukowski. And I really am a huge fan of his work. I was introduced to his writing style about 2.5 years ago now, and I absolutely fell in love. He's one of those poets you either love or you hate. There's rarely those in between because he is very raw and very almost crude in his writing. He is actually the author that inspired me to start writing in the first place. So I have him to thank for a lot of the things that I've done. It is a collection of short and very long, mostly short poems, as you can see, um, which is really bad quality. I'm sorry, but yeah, it's like very like raw and very mean. Like he writes very beautifully, and he's one of my favorites. So I was really excited to actually see one of his um, pieces in a bookstore, just because I rarely ever find his work. So as the third and last one, so it was very short, that I picked up, I was really happy. It was literally a bargain piece. I like squealed when I saw it. And this book cost me $8, okay? Look at how big this is. Just ginormous. And it is Edgar Allan Poe, Complete Tales and Poems. And I mean, I don't like that the sticker's on the cover, but that's besides the point. Look at this beautiful cover. Doesn't it just scream Edgar Allan Poe? I am a huge fan of his work too. I'm a very big fan of like the older, darker kind of stories, his poems. I haven't had a chance to read some of his poems, but I do really love his short stories. Again, I feel like short stories don't get the attention they deserve and the recognition they deserve outside of schools, along with, poems and stuff, and I love his work. My favorite short story by him so far, because there's just so many I'm going to discover, is Tall Tale Heart, and it's literally just so haunting and beautiful. And I'm so excited that I picked this up. Like I was so happy, and the fact that it was so cheap, it was just. I had like 10 other books that I wanted to pick up, but I saw this one, and I was like, I have to get this one. These two, I was just so happy to pick up. Like Charles Bukowski is literally probably my favorite poet. Edgar Allan Poe is one of my favorite people to tell short stories. I am so happy with these picks. And of course, let me see if I can hold all of them. No, probably not. So these are the three books that I picked up from Barnes& and Noble. I did pay, like I said, more than I usually pay for books. So for these three, I paid about $45. I know. I know. It hurts my heart a little bit too, but look at how pretty they are. And I mean, this one alone just really makes up for it. And then we have this one, and it just, I'm so happy. I'm so excited to read his poetry. If you haven't picked up, if you don't know who Charles Bukowski, I suggest you go look him up. If you like poetry, he's amazing. Like one of my favorite lines from a poem is that live your life so well that death trembles to take you, and just a bunch of other, beautiful poems and raw poems, and just amazing. And then Edgar Allan Poe, I mean, come on, Edgar Allan Poe. And then I'm really excited to read this story. I'm actually starting it today, tonight, right now, as soon as I finish this video. I like recommendations, like I've mentioned before in some other videos, and my friend spoke very highly of it, so very excited to pick this one up. I might even finish this one. Well, I'm pretty sure I'm going to finish this one before 11/22/63 because that book is massive. It is literally probably this size. And yeah, so I'm probably going to finish reading this one first. Yeah, so that's all I picked up. For me, it's a big book haul because it's a lot of money. So yeah, look, my 3 lovely books. I don't know where they're going to go on my bookshelf. I have to buy a new one. But yeah, thank you for watching. um, if you like this video, hit that thumbs up button. If you want to see more of my face, hit that subscribe button. Like I said, I'll have a couple more videos out in the near future. Have a great morning, afternoon, night, whenever it is you are watching this. And that is all from me. Happy readings. Adios.